In this stretch, I open up not just about being a professor, but a person shaped by culture, history, and geography. The lens shifts from big system to personal memories, what it means growing up around different notions of old, how place and identity influence values, and how cultural nuances drives design instinct. It's a reminder that great design doesn't begin on a screen or in a sketchbook. It begins with a perspective and the courage to hold your story next to someone else. It's a beautiful place. It's funny when people talk old here in the United States, or like it's 100 or 200 years old. I'm like, my aunt's house is in the new section of town and it's like 1,400 years old. And I'm like, and it's in the new section, right? And you're just like, what? And the impact of that architecture and design on people's thinking, like even when they build their houses to today, they're like, hey, yeah, that's a 1,000-year-old house. They'll take time to create structures that last. Whereas here, we're sticks and asphalt shingles and a good wind blows it all down. And what's the value to society in creating home and housing that does that versus one that is, essentially timeless?
Oh, man, and I 100% agree with that. So often you see houses and structures designed, especially modern ones in Australia and in other countries, but I see them a lot here in Australia. And I think, what is that ugly monstrosity? Looks plastic, there's 6 different colors on that design, and you go to Italy and these towns look incredible. They don't have to have that, and like you said, the buildings have been there for 1,000 years, kind of proving what works. And because people were building structures out of the materials that they have. The area that we're from, the stone structures are conglomerate rock, and we get a lot of earthquakes, and those conglomerate rocks actually help in kind of breaking up that kind of earthquakey pattern. That's why a lot of those homes are still standing. Not only the rocks that they were made out of, but the variation in block size and design. These people, they knew what they were doing, right? Yeah.